Do you have braces?
Maybe.
Are you getting them tightened?
Oh, no.
What does that even mean? Time for some PFOing so you know where you're going. All right, welcome back to today's episode where we talk about getting your braces tightened. What does that mean? What does that look like? We've got a friend here to help and a team member. Let's show you what we got. All right, made it into the clinic. Sorry about the light in my eyeballs, bad ceiling light. But I got my friend here.
Hi.
Giovanni just got his braces on and we're gonna ask him how he feels, what it was like. It's been about 6 to 8 weeks. Is that right? Yep. 6 to 8 weeks?
6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. We got braces everywhere, got wires in. We already took the wires out, but we're gonna do a switch because we're talking about getting your wires tightened. What does that even mean? So, Giovanni.
Well, at first it hurt really bad because my teeth were moving all around because of my really bad tooth up here, which was shooting out. But now it's pretty much in line with all my other teeth. See right there.
Look at that. He had a shooting out tooth. Oh, man, that's pretty bad, right? No, it was just fine. You come to the orthodontist, we get the braces on, we get the wires in. That first couple days, right?
It hurts.
Can be a little intense, but you just hang in there. How'd you deal with it? What'd you do? Did you do anything special? A lot of ice cream?
No, not really.
Oh, no.
Not really much, but I still had some, yes.
He did have some ice cream, okay? So you can't use this video to say that you absolutely need ice cream. Anytime you move teeth, whether it's with braces or whether it's with Invisalign, some other system, when teeth move, teeth get sore. And the soreness, it kind of peaks early on and then it goes away. So with braces, you're gone for like 6 to 8 months. And just because you're not sore anymore, it doesn't mean that your teeth aren't moving. It just means that your body has now adapted to that soreness until you come back in for your second or third or fourth, whatever visit it is, to get new wires. So, are you excited to get your teeth and braces tightened?
Yes.
So what that means is that we are going to evaluate, look for the position of the teeth now that they've had the first wires in, and see if we need new wires or if we just need to get the wires to be tighter in the teeth. Today, for Giovanni, we've decided that we are going to add new wires. So we're going to show you a little bit about how that happens. All right, so this is our normal orthodontic adjustment tray. We've got a bunch of different pliers that do different things, help us control the wire, help us cut the wire, help us cut any power chain. Look at all those colors that you can choose from. Sometimes you need the color, sometimes you don't, depending on the brackets you've got. And then the orthodontist will decide, right, these were the first wires, see how skinny they are. Sometimes, as part of the process, we typically go through bigger wires.
Okay.
This is a size 18. Same thing on the bottom, I'm just not gonna flip that around. The first ones were a size 14. Those wires you can see were really long, they're bigger. What we need to do next is we need to adjust the wires, cut them, trim them to make them fit into your mouth, and we don't want anything poking way out too far, right? We do need the wire to be probably a little bit long to make sure that it grabs the bracket and the tooth better. So we're gonna show you a little bit about how we trim those up and then put them in. So your orthodontist or provider, orthodontic assistant, will take the new wire and try it in the mouth. Sometimes it feels a little pokey at first because it's a little long, but we're measuring. We're measuring to see how long it needs to be, and then we go over and we use one of our pliers and we trim off the end. When you hear the little clicking and the snipping, that's because the wire is getting snipped. So one of the things we didn't talk about while Giovanni's getting his wire adjusted, you get those braces on, right? Or even if you've been in braces for a while and you get a new wire in, so how do you deal with the soreness? Well, you work with your parents. You can do things like Tylenol or ibuprofen to help out. The orthodontist usually will give you a package of wax. Sometimes that can be helpful, sometimes not as helpful, but that is definitely one of your go-tos. Once we feel like we got the size right, then we start pushing the wire into the different brackets. Our brackets are special. They're called self-ligating brackets. It means they have a little clip that goes around the wire. And we push that wire into all the different brackets and close those doors. And again, when you get your braces tightened, it could mean that you're getting a bigger wire. And to get a bigger wire to fit into crooked teeth takes more force. And so the new force makes the teeth move, and that movement can cause your teeth to be sore again. So tightening your braces can be really exciting, but it can also reintroduce some soreness to your teeth, so be ready.
It's a pain in my mouth.
Okay, so now we've got both new wires in. If you got braces on top, you might get a new wire on top. If you got a brace on the bottom, you might get a new wire on the bottom. And then the very end that you all probably really want, again, depending on the brackets, depending on if you need a closed space or not, you may or may not use colors. In this case, I think we're gonna pop some colors on because our friend wants some colors. How's that feeling? Nice and tight?
Yes.
Again, depending on the brackets that you have, some brackets need the colors to go around them to keep the wire in place. Some other brackets don't need those colors. So like in our office, when we use our special brackets, sometimes we don't put colors on all of the teeth. We just put colors in the front where people can see. So just because you don't have a color doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You just gotta know what's going on in your mouth. Now we've got all the wires adjusted, the new wires are in, the colors are on. How do you feel?
Feel pretty good.
Pretty good. Is you wanna check, yeah, see all that movement? He's checking to make sure that the wires aren't poking him in the back. That's important. Before you leave the office, you need to make sure that you feel good. I know it's hard sometimes, you're like, it feels good, and then you like leave and it's like a minute later and something's poking you. So just try the best you can to make sure that nothing's poking you. If something is, you tell your technician or your orthodontist, hey, this is still bothering me. They'll look at it. They might need to cut it a little more or shift the wire. Some things to pay attention to. Whenever you get new adjustments, there can be new sensations, feelings like different areas that might poke or different areas that might feel tight. If you're a child with braces, you make sure that you keep your parents informed about how things are feeling, and just know that sometimes the first day or two after you get it tightened, your braces tightened, you might just need to give it a little time. It could be sore and then it should get better. Big round of applause for our friend right here. Very nice, very nice. Hopefully this helped. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. If you want, subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to open your eyes to the wonderful world of straight teeth and beautiful bites. That's all I've got, just a little PFOing so you know where you're going. Packard out.